Welcome to this edition of HCISD Highlight. I'm Abigail Vega, and today we're at Harlingen South visiting the Pre-Vet Academy, and with me today is
Kylia Williams.
So Kylia, I have some questions for you. Are dogs the only animals you groom? If so, why? What about cats?
Yes, we only groom dogs only because cats are unpredictable and we don't have the correct equipment.
What are some of the highlights that you've experienced at the Pre-Vet Academy?
I love bathing dogs and getting to learn about all the emotions and their skeletal systems and how everything works.
Has this academy given you an eye-opener to the real world?
Yeah, I love working at the vet's office. It really opens you to all the different people and all the different pets that you experience.
What advice can you give to the incoming students?
Honestly, it's really enjoying. I love doing this. Everything's really fun. You really get to meet a lot of new people. It's really fun working with the vets. You get to learn a lot of new stuff about treatments and why they do what they do, and it's just really fun. It's a really good experience.
What would you say is your favorite part about working here?
My favorite part is interning at the vet's office. I love experiencing all the different people, whether they're mad or they're happy or they're nice, and it's really fun.
Thank you so much for joining us on HCISD Highlight. Up next, we have another student from the Pre-Vet Academy on HCISD Highlight. And now with us today, we have another pre-vet student.
Noah Escamilla.
So Noah, what exactly do you do during Pampered Pooches grooming?
During the grooming, we take care of dogs by bathing them, but first we prep them with nail trims, expressing their anal glands, brushing them if they have any mats or knots in their hair, just to generally have them keep clean and sanitary for them in their house or wherever they're at.
Have there been any pets that got out of hand, and if so, how do you handle them?
We have had a couple pets who kind of are a little scared of the whole process because it's their first time or they're not used to it. We just take it slow. We don't try to pressure them into anything. We handle them with care. That way they don't injure themselves or us while we're handling them.
What's the most challenging part when grooming pets?
The most challenging part is definitely wrangling them. They are wiggly, so whenever we need to hold them, we have to really make sure we got a good grip on them, or else they could get out and hurt themselves or accidentally hurt one of us. But yeah, so just keeping a good restraint on them is probably one of the toughest parts.
What type of training do you need to groom pets?
So the type of training you would need is just basic animal knowledge, how to approach animals, especially dogs. If they're scared, you need to know what to and what not to do, so that way you could soothe them and keep calm as well. And then you would need to know how the tools work, how to use them properly, and then the basic knowledge of how to bathe a dog, and then to properly dry them to reduce the chances of infection or yeast growth in their ears and whatnot. So just that general knowledge, what you would need to properly bathe and care for a dog.
What would you say is your favorite part about working here?
My favorite part is definitely working with the dogs. A lot of them are very sweet and kind. They're fun to play with once you're done handling them. So yeah, it's just a lot of fun handling or playing with the dogs.
Thank you so much for joining us on HCISD Highlight. Up next, we have the teacher from the Pre-Vet Academy joining us on HCISD Highlight. Welcome back to HCISD Highlight. And now with us today, we have from the Pre-Vet Academy,
Miss Reich.
How long has Pampered Pooches grooming been going on?
This program actually started as a grant opportunity for our Pre-Vet Academy students. The grant was issued to us in 2021, and we've had it ever since then.
How do you prepare the students for this event?
So the students that are in this program apply as sophomores. They're tracking to become certified vet assistants as seniors. To get into the program, what they have to do is fill out an application, take prerequisite courses, and to prepare them for the grooming processes, they go through a series of lectures on restraint and handling, the different anatomy portions of the dog. And from there, they learn how to properly bathe, because you'd be surprised how many people, think it's just a soap and water concept, but there's a lot of other steps involved in it. So it's the first 3 or 4 weeks of school, that's what they're focusing on, so we can get this up and going.
What type of certification do the students receive at the Pre-Vet Academy?
So like I mentioned, they get a certification as a junior with the Elanco Animal Health, and then their senior year they sit for their state certification to be veterinary assistants.
If a student is interested in this field, what qualifications do they need?
So they have to be applying as a sophomore. They'll fill out the application with their counselor either at South or HHS, and they do have to take prerequisite courses, which is livestock production or small animal and equine, and then they'll be, once accepted, they'll be in my program for 2 years.
What other events are held at the Pre-Vet Academy?
We currently just have the grooming lab. We do clinicals outside of school. That's where the students are getting their clinical hours. We help Humane Society as well in that aspect with their, spay and neuter clinics, vaccination clinics. All those experiences, the students can count towards their hours needed to get certified.
Do the students volunteer at any animal hospitals or humane societies?
Yeah, so we are partnered with several vet clinics throughout the community: San Benito Animal Hospital, Arroyo Veterinary Hospital, and the Humane Society.
What advice can you give to the incoming pre-vet students?
This is a good way for you to look at the field. I've had students that continue on are actually applying to vet school currently, and they said this was a huge eye-opener for them as far as what to be expected of them. I even have students that I have done my own little highlights with, checked back with them, and they tell me still to this day that notebook that I make them keep, they're still using it in college, as quick notes to help them in their, entry-level veterinary classes. So pursue it, regardless if it's this academy or any other academy. Just give it a try. You may be open to a new opportunity that you never knew existed, or it may show you, this is not what you want to do. And so always try out, all these opportunities that not only our district offers you, but, the community can give you as well.
Thank you so much for joining us at HCISD Pre-Vet Academy. Thank you so much for joining us, Ms. Reich.
You're welcome.
I'm Abby Vega, and until next time.